Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing another portfolio. In this case, it's from Shirley Lim. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. The first thing I noticed is that it was built using a web design tool, which is great. She's using Wix, right? So Wix.com. You can use something like Squarespace or Webflow. So if you want to try any of these tools, just check the description below. In terms of the font, it's easy to read and it adds a lot of personality, you know? I like it. I like the introduction, that you have an introduction here. Then the experience, education, volunteer. And I really like this part, which is very useful, you know? When you're looking for a job, you can just share your website and someone can download your CV from here. Just download, you know, as a PDF. Seems like you are making things easier for the other person. Overall, the layout looks really well done. So let's go to the content now. I see that you describe yourself as a data analytics student, UX UI, as a hobby. Let's say that's your hobby. But my question is, do you actually want to go into UX UI? If so, I would recommend maybe creating another website just for UX UI, because data analytics is just one big area. Then you have UX, which is already another big area, and UI. And trying to combine the three of them, I see your point, but if I'm looking for someone to work in my company, I would like someone who is an expert in the area and then knows a little bit about something else. So I wonder, in this case, are you actually an expert in data? And then you're going to have a little bit of knowledge about UI UX, or do you want to go into UI UX? And do you want that to be your job for life, you know? You don't have to take the decision now. I'm just suggesting that maybe if you divide the information and you create 2 pages, that would be better. I also like that you have a very personalized text and the social media networks here, or you know, like GitHub. Yeah, social media networks here is really good. So if someone wants to know more about you, you just go here. About this area, I really like that you are highlighting your background and where you're coming from, but maybe it's too big, you know? It's very relevant on the page. I just wonder, can you move it a little bit lower on the page, or maybe add it into your presentation at the top? Just a suggestion. In terms of the experience, I think this looks great. I don't have much feedback here. Maybe check this space between the words. Just this one, because the rest looks very good. Education's kind of the same layout and looks good. I wonder if you can add a link from any of these places that you have worked or you have studied, just to have a reference. If I want to read a little more about the companies or the projects that you have done, if you can add a link here, I think it would be great for the user. Alright, and then another suggestion would be just to flip the pictures. So this picture, I really like it because you are smiling and it's more friendly than the one that you have at the top. But I see why you picked this one, because it goes really well with this background and the colors of your pages overall. About the contact area, I think it's straightforward, super clean. I really like it. There's not much to add, it looks really well. I see that there is some validation here. I think it's something that Wix provides, which is good, so you don't have to think about it. Interested in knowing more. Okay, say hi. I was wondering, why do you have this option here if you already have the form? And a suggestion would be to incorporate some friendly texts in your contact form. So maybe you have the contact and then you have a friendly face below. Something like this, you know? Say hi, I really like it. And then I'm gonna go just to the projects page now to see what you have here. Alright, so you have alright, you have 6 projects. They look very graphic design oriented. Let's gonna check. Seems like I like that you have a title and then a description of the tools that you have used. So I know you know a little bit of HTML, so you know how to code. I will assume that you know how to code based on this project. Web design, Wix, I will assume as well that you know how to design, but also how to use a web design tool like Wix. Apple design, Figma. Alright, Figma. Alright, data. I wonder what this is about. Okay, this is really cool. About this project, I don't know what you have done here. Was it just the analysis or also the way the information is presented? Have you decided how you want to present the information? Have you created these charts? I would like to get a bit more information about what you have done in this particular project. How to get... Okay, so I see that you have these arrows to go back to the previous project or go to the next one, and the contact form stays below the page. I mean at the bottom of the page, which is absolutely great. I couldn't change that. Let's go back to the projects to see what you have here. So let's go to the first one. Sorry, I was not going like in a specific order, but I think the users actually don't go in the order that you want them to go. Okay, enter website. Alright. I would like to see on your own page more pictures of this project. I know the next will take me to the next project because I already saw that, but what about having more pictures below? Opinions. Oh, alright. I wonder if it's something that you have created. Let's see. Okay, so for me, it's not clear if this is a project that you have done yourself, like from scratch, on your own. Is it something from uni? Is it something for another company? Have you worked? What have you done here? Have you created everything? Have you designed it? Where are the wireframes, you know? And maybe someone else created the designs and then you code it. It's not clear at all. So if you have that information, I think it would be really useful for someone looking at your portfolio. Okay, so one small feedback here. I see that it looks, you know, the angle of the pictures that you are presenting on the screen here as well. I need to turn my head to actually see the design. And it would be better if just you keep them straight. I like the presentation and I know why you're doing it. You can keep it at the top, but underneath it would be nice to have each of the sections of this page aligned, you know, vertically without any inclination. Especially here, because I think this layout is very interesting and I can't see what's going on. Alright, coming soon. Alright, so this is okay. If you have a coming soon project, it's okay. I have it as well on my website because I haven't finished. So I have it there, but it's not completed. One suggestion would be to have it here. It's this one. And add a comment. Just a comment that says work in progress or coming soon. So I know what I'm gonna see. You know, I know that I should expect something like this. Because when I'm just, let's say, I'm just clicking here and I go and there is nothing, just coming soon. It's just like a bit disappointing, that's all. Let's see the rest of the projects. We saw that one, so let's see here. This is really cool. I love the design. I love the colors, and I wonder if the background is yours, if you also are interested in illustrations, if you have created it. Oh, look at the animation. I love it. Okay, so I see you are into coding. It's obvious that you have created this page. You have created the design and you have added these animations. We are really cool. I just want you to tell me that you have done this and show me how was your process. So when I'm looking at this page, I only see a picture, like a screenshot of what I'm gonna see here. But I want you to tell me a story of how you have done this website. What was the first thing? Do you have some sketches? Show me some pictures, take pictures of your sketches, your design process. What were you thinking? Add some inspiration as well, like have you seen other websites? What's your favorite designer? Have you incorporated something of that here? What was the goal of this project as well? Like, what do you want to achieve with this? And then probably create like a style guide as well. I know this is just one page, but having some kind of information about the fonts that you have used, the colors, why have you selected those colors, some elements, like treat them like components. What components do you have on the page? That would be very helpful. Let me go back to the previous project, the one that I saw before, because let's say here, it's obvious that you have created many pages for this project, and when you create like a big, let's say not big, but more than 2 pages, right? 2 or 3 pages, you start to see that there are things that become very repetitive. Titles, paragraphs, pictures. And you start to define how they're gonna look. So you have a title here, another one here, and as you see, they have the same style. So you end up building like your own style guide, and it will be good to see it here on your website. The same with the pictures. The style of the photos that you put on this project, they're very specific. What was the concept behind them? Show me a little bit of those images, like show me like a gallery, show me why have you picked this style, why they are not just black and white. The same for the font. This font is very modern and the page is minimalist. It looks like it has a minimalist style, black and white, bold titles. So tell me, why have you decided to go in that direction, and what family font are you using and why are you using that font? But overall, I really like this project and I would love to see more about it. Alright, I see now. Just noticed right now, after getting into this page like 3 times, I just saw that you have a link here that says browse Figma. And I'm not the best user because I always miss things like this. And I always explore products and pages in a very different way. So I will just randomly go through your projects. I see that you have this link, so I guess I need to create a Figma account. I'm gonna log in with my Figma account to see what you have here. But take into consideration that where you are asking me is like an extra step. I need to click here, get out of your website, log into Figma, or even create an account if I don't use Figma. And what if someone is looking at your website and it's not a designer? That person doesn't even know what Figma is. And would they actually create an account just to see what's inside? It would be better if you can just show it here. Like, I'm on your website, I'm spending time on what you are showing me. Why not have it here? Alright, I just opened the file and I think it's amazing. And I have no clue why you haven't added this into your website. You should definitely you should definitely have it there. So I see you have wireframes, I see you have some components. Yeah, so why is not this wireframe on your portfolio? I really don't know. Sorry, there, here we are. Yes, this is great. Let me see if it is hasn't this logo. I don't know if this logo is something that you guys have created. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I think it's really good. Terms and conditions. Now that I look at all the pages, I see it's desktop, and I was wondering if you're thinking about mobile. Alright, mobile app page. Okay. No, I mean, if you're thinking about the mobile layout and how it's gonna be. Because in today's world, everybody's on mobile first, right? And then you go on a website on your computer or your desktop. But usually you're gonna be on the phone. Sorry, let's see. Alright, I really don't know if you have based your design on this basic template or wireframe, but I think it's okay. Even if you have based your design on someone else's work, like a basic template or general theme, like a bootstrap, something that you can use to start, I think it's okay. And even it's okay to have it there and show it. Like, I'm coming from here and this is the result. I think it's fine. This looks really nice. Let's analyze this landing page. Okay, so the logo, pretty minimalist, which is cool. I like it. Okay, I wonder if you can add some animations here to show me how the hover state is, or when I click. Have you considered different states when you click on interactive elements, how it's gonna look? I see that the mobile version, you have kind of used the desktop version for mobile, and that's related with the question that I asked you before, like, are you actually going to work on a mobile version? I think you should, at least on one page, to show me how it will be on mobile. In terms of this layout, I like the page, it's pretty clean, there is a lot of space around the elements, it looks elegant. The only thing would be this area on the right side of the phone. It looks a bit crowded, and I'm sure you can rearrange the elements to make it look better. It could be reducing the size of the buttons, reducing the size, like just playing with different sizes, and the position of the elements here. Maybe this should be under the code, or move the code somewhere else. Maybe move the code on top of the phone. Yeah, I'm sure you can find a way to make this area look better. In terms of the footer, I wonder if since it's a very simple page, I wonder if the logo is needed again. In my opinion, it's not needed because you have it at top. And you can even have like a sticky header that when you scroll, it will stay there. Anyways, this page is quite short and I don't think you will need to scroll, but anyways, you can go with a sticky header. And if you need to add more information, yeah, I think the footer could stay there. I'm just thinking if the logo is needed. But overall, I really like this project, and you should definitely include it on your website. I think we have seen everything. Oh, one more comment is that you have an about page, and then your projects, and then the information about each of them, like a single page. I really like that structure. I think that works very well. I have done the same in my website. When you think about your portfolio, it doesn't have to be crazy. It can be simple. One page about yourself, another page about the projects that you have done, and then tell the story. Tell me what have you done in each of the projects, what was the problem, and what have you achieved. I think that's all. Overall, I really like your page, as I said, and if you're just starting as a UX UI designer, I think you're doing a great job. The fact that you do know how to code. You have created some pages using Bootstrap, is very good. You also have a knowledge about data, which is great when you are, let's say, working with UX researchers as well. I think that's going to give you a good background. If you are a UX UI designer, someone who is starting in the area, and you want me to review your portfolio or your website, just leave it in the comments below. So I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for your time.